here with New Jersey state champ, three-time cadet world team member Robert Howard. How you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How's COVID lock-in treating you?
It's alright. It's really different. I'm used to going to school. I go to school in North Jersey, so sometimes I don't get home until like 6 or 7 o'clock at night, and I'm gone all day. Now I'm home all day. It's just I don't know. It's really different.
Now you got a place to
I
work
don't
out
know.
at home?
I have a little home gym. Yeah,
You
got some
do.
weights, treadmill, so I'm able to keep myself in shape.
Do you mix it up with your dad at all?
No,
No.
he he uh he doesn't wrestle. He just fights.
Is that you mean with you in
Uh,
general?
every
Like
time,
if you
yeah.
wrestle him, he fights you?
So every time I go in for yeah, so every time I go in for like a double leg, I'll catch maybe a knee or like an elbow to like
That's
the bridge of the nose or something.
all right. Well, so I guess you don't do that very often.
No, I try not to, but his day will come when I'm just able to run right through him.
Got now. Are you going to be an
One day,
MMA fighter after wrestling?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Like I never really gravitated to it. I love watching it. I sit there and watch these guys get punched in the face like so hard by another man, and I'm just like, he's just gonna eat that and just keep. I don't think I could do it. And then I was considering it like a couple months ago. I was like, maybe I was just being a baby before. Like maybe I can actually like pull that off. Then I was wrestling with my coach, and I got clipped like in the nose, and I was like, oh, there's no way I can do that.
Gotcha.
So I don't think I'll make the transition now.
All right. All right. Um, well, we haven't talked since last year, and I just want to talk a little bit about your senior season. You had a shoulder
Yeah.
injury. You were out. You came back. You were state champion again. You know, I know you also lost like a friend or teammate. I mean, can you tell me a little bit about
Yeah.
the emotional roller coaster of the last year?
It was it was kind of rough, and it kind of happened really fast. Um, all in like a 3 week span. Um, I found out my shoulder was torn. I kind of knew there was something really wrong with it, but never confirmed it. Found out my shoulder was torn. Um, One of the kids in my school, he passed away from his battle with cancer. And it was just like we went to school the next day, and it was like it was walking around like a cemetery. It was no one was talking. Everyone was welling up tears. And then on Christmas Day, my uncle died,
Yeah.
who I was really close with. So like three back-to-back instances of just like pretty like upsetting news, and messed with my head a little bit. And I was it didn't help that I couldn't wrestle, because like when I'm wrestling, like if I need to body slam someone, I could body slam someone. If I had a bad day or whatever. But I was kind of just sitting there figuring out what to do with my shoulder, seeing if I'm going to miss the rest of the season. And at the same time, my friend and my uncle died too, so it took me out for a little bit, definitely.
And I don't want to make light of the people passing away, but we'll focus on you. I don't know if you've ever been injured before, and how did you emotionally deal with that? Did you ever have any doubt about getting back? Shoulder's a complex thing.
Well, that was the thing. It wasn't just my decision.
Okay.
Um, I felt like I was wrestling with it for like probably close to like 3 weeks before I was like, okay, there's something wrong. Um, and when we found out, I was like, okay, like obviously I'm gonna finish the season like that. I don't question that. And then it was just like, well, your shoulder's a major part of wrestling. Like
Yeah.
you don't realize how much you need everything until like something's not working the right way. And it was like, okay, so maybe Coach Cal doesn't want me to push it, because if I destroy my shoulder completely, he's got money invested in me, and that's just not my decision. Um, so we had to proceed with a lot of caution. We did a lot of physical therapy. We got a couple of opinions from a couple of different doctors, and I mean, eventually we kind of just figured out that surgery was going to be inevitable. But also, we did find out that it really wasn't going to get worse. It would just continue to linger.
Uh huh.
But the injury wouldn't severely worsen unless I completely did something else. So I mean, for me, that was all I needed to hear. I was like, all right, I'm done. But for my dad and Coach Bell and everyone, we had to have some conversations, and that was a big part of me getting back when I did and waiting till when I did come back. So yeah, I mean, it was a big decision, and I think we made the right one. I mean, I would have liked to compete a little bit more, but can't argue with the result of the end of the season.
Now, you're going into states, and so you're not 100%. You got a really loaded bracket. Tell me about your mental approach to that. I mean, you'd lost to Nardone. He was on your side of the bracket. You were the number 3 seed. How are you approaching that?
Uh, I was jittery. The only reason I say that was because I wasn't on the mat the whole year.
Yeah.
I think if I would have been on the mat the whole year, and even if I did still take that loss to Nico, I think I still would have been more confident. Um, I was just nervous to see how my body was going to hold up and react against. We had districts and regions, but I had pinned and teched everyone through that point, so it wasn't like all right, now we're going to see where you're at. So now that was the weekend, and I was a little nervous, and I actually texted Roman Bravo Young, because he was killing it all year, and he clearly had made some switches from last year. So I just texted him, and I was like, "Hey man, like, you got anything for me? I got state this weekend. I'm just feeling a little nervous." And he sent me some things, like a couple pages out of his notebook, and the one quote that stuck with me the whole weekend, I'll never forget it. It was, "We are born and built to enjoy being challenged." So I made that as my lock screen, and I was looking at it the whole weekend, and whenever things got tough in a match, I remember I was about to get reversed in my quarterfinal match, and it would have made it like a kind of a close match, and I was just like, scramble. I was like, be challenged, like, just scramble, you're good. And I worked my way through it, and I think that quote deserves a lot of credit because I hung on to that the whole weekend. But I was confident, and I had a lot of fun. I felt like the old Robert Howard. I felt like I was able to go out and do what I wanted to do for once.
Had you replayed the Nardone match in your head, like just as a disappoint? I know you had very little time, so the previous one before states.
I just, yeah, I replay that match in my head often actually because that was a match that I had no like. It comes in very small bits and pieces, and they're not good. Like, I just remember, like, it was a very hostile environment. A lot of people don't know that. They just see that I kind of lost. There was a gym packed full of 400 people that did not want us to win. My first match back, we got a young team. Like, it was not looking up for us. And then our 20 pounder lost on a stall point because he pushed the kid out of bounds, and that sent them crazy. And I was like, all right, now I got to go follow this up. And I started off really well. Like, I was winning the match 4-1, and I crashed. I just wasn't in shape, and every time he did something good, they got loud, and my anxiety went through the roof. And I think I was winning with 40 seconds left, 30 seconds left, and he took me down. I mean, I knew going into the state tournament it was going to be a hard match, but I knew it was going to be different.
Yeah.
Much different.
All right. So you beat him in that was the semifinals, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you went on to win 12-7 versus who was it, Bell, right?
Mackenzie Bell.
Yeah. Did you let down in intensity in that match a little bit? Like, he scored a little bit more than I thought he was going to score on you. I know you're banged up.
Well, first of all, I couldn't. That guy had me a mess too mentally because I thought I was going to be wrestling Eddie in the finals.
Right. And
I was like, all right, like, let's get it, like, Eddie.
Yeah.
And then I just remember after Nardone, I kind of ran up to the stands and I was walking out of the arena with my dad, and I was like, "Should we got Ventresca?" And he was like, "I don't know, it's still going on." And we literally peeked our head right back in, and he lost right then. I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I was like, "What if this kid's just on a magical run and he's just gonna destroy me in front of everyone?" So I was like, "I got this running through my head," and then I'm just talking to my coaches, and they're like, "Dude, just go out and do what you do." And I knew if I could take him down twice in the first period, I was going to be good. And 2 times in 30 seconds, and I was like, all right,
gotcha.
I'm going to be okay. But later in the match, my forearm started locking up on me. I was getting cramps in my forearms and I couldn't hold on to him as easily.
Interesting. Is
But
that from just not being on the mat as much as you would be if you were
there
healthy?
was a lot there was lactic acid buildup. I
Yeah.
could feel it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
like I mean, I was able to. He took me down. Yeah, the one time he did take me down, I remember giving that up because I got a takedown, and I was. It was kind of a questionable takedown, to be honest. I didn't really know if I had points, but he gave it to me, and he got back in a better position. I was like, oh, I got two, and I just kind of let him get two.
I got
Kill a
it.
little bit of time.
Uh, so you finished 2-1, 2-1 in your high school career. You leave your shoes on the mat after you beat them in the finals.
Yeah.
You know, it's not your last match, but what are the emotions and going through your mind there?
It was just like, like thank you. I left all I had in Boardwalk Hall. I don't know if anyone could really argue with that. I mean, I've been a part of some like really good matches in that place, and I really like. I'd like to think that I've given everything that I could in that building. So I was just like, thank you, goodbye, and I'm ready to move on to the next chapter, which is national tournament.
Gotcha. Uh, you've had a ton of success in high school. We talked a little bit about this last year. How do you stay hungry again?
Um, I mean, honestly, this year was challenging because I was like physically impaired. So I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can win against that kid right now. Like, I don't know if I can. Like, if I'm my best and my shoulder's still like not giving in, if I can't pull on a single leg, like that's still like I don't know. Like doubt just starts to creep in and stuff like that. But I mean, it was tough to deal with mentally, and it was. I mean, to me, it was a really big mental battle more than anything.
So, skipping back before the actual high school season, you went to Cadet Worlds. We talked just before that. You didn't get the goal that you wanted there. Did that affect you at all mentally going into the season?
I was upset
Yeah.
more so than anything about that one because I really felt like. Well, I was upset because I felt like that I should have wrestled like that my first time at Cadet Worlds.
Okay.
Like I should have done my weight cut right the first time. I should have rehydrated right the first time, and then really got the experience of wrestling into the semis and on the backside. And instead, that was my third time doing it. And I did believe I was the best in the world. I thought I didn't wrestle great in the semis. I mean, people say it's a great match, but I gave up. I tried something that Dayton fixed it on Thomas Gilman.
Uh-huh.
He kind of like Gilman tried to throw a. They were in like a wizard position, and Gilman tried to throw a leg over, and Fitz caught it and rolled. And I don't know, I was just kind of I like tried to do it, and his foot like slipped as I did it, and I landed on my back for two, and he rolled me through for two again. So yeah, I mean that didn't sit right with me, but I was upset losing in the third fourth. Absolutely, I went up 4-0, and he kind of changed his plan. He was holding me and locking me up, and I couldn't get away from him. So I was just kind of upset that, obviously that I lost, but that I thought that had I wrestled like that 2 years ago, which I should have, I would have been much more prepared to go deeper in that tournament.
Gotcha.
But,
graduating from Bergen Catholic, when's that happen?
Is it going to happen? We don't know.
Is it going to be a virtual thing?
It might be.
Yeah.
They're trying to push it into the summer. I know our prom's canceled. Our prom passed, so we didn't get to have a prom. But yeah, it doesn't look positive for graduation right now either. Which is, I mean, I get out in like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
Okay.
And graduation is usually the first week in June.
Well, this is the
so
time.
It's not looking positive.
Right. Well, this is the time where we can light some people on Bergen. Who has got the worst hair on your team?
The worst hair? Let me go through my mental log. The worst hair on my team. It might be Max Unger.
Max Unger?
He's got this little fro thing going on that's like shaved on the sides, and it's never like maintained.
Okay.
He's like my little brother. He's got a bad fro going on.
How about who listens to the worst music?
Nate Camasholi.
What's he listen to?
Nate's my boy, but he listens to good rap music, but he also like puts on some really bad rap music at the same time.
Okay.
Like normally when someone grabs the aux, it's like it's a pretty good solid flow of like songs. There's a couple questionable ones in his.
I gotcha. I'm not sure if you've been in the state college, Penn State room. They play some really bad music to get them to tune out the music.
Yeah.
It's really. Anyway, that's a whole nother story.
I think it's really interesting. I think it's really interesting how they do that.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Tell me a little bit about Coach Bell and the staff. Anything else? Any of your memories, things that you loved about Bergen Catholic?
Well, I think like my favorite memory absolutely is being Blair at home.
Okay.
That was like a Coach Bell's life's mission, and we were able, God willing, in our gym to pull off that crazy upset. And there was only one explanation. It had to be because God was with us that day because nothing went wrong. Nothing, not one thing. We got every swing match and bonus points on some of them. I won, but we didn't lose a match that we thought we could have lost. We won all the toss ups except for more or less all the toss ups definitely.
Gotcha.
But I'm definitely gonna miss seeing Coach Bell every day. He's definitely he's opened a lot of doors for me, and I seriously I wouldn't even be close to where I am without him. He put me in the Olympic training center my 8th grade year before I even got into Bergen. He asked Coach KJ and Coach Slay if it would be okay if I went out and trained with the cadet team, and right then at that camp I remember looking at Corey Cooperman, who was another one of my coaches, and I said, I'll be on this team next year. And he was like, I bet you will. And I was like, no, I saw what they got to do. I saw they got a recovery day. They got treated like superstars. They got gear. They got all the stuff. And I was like, I'm going to do that. That's going to be part of my life.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, I really my world team dream started, with Coach Bell sending me to that camp.
I'm surprised you didn't nominate him for the best hair on the team, but that's another story.
He's got the best head on the team, that's for sure. But the other thing I'm just gonna miss is, I go to a really cool school. I go to a really, it's a private school. But at the same time, those are my brothers. I don't go to a school with, people who are just looking to be average. I go to a school where, kids get sent to, Ivy League schools because of their academics and, football players go to the Big Ten and, Russell's going to the best schools. We achieve high goals there, and I'm excited to go into another, atmosphere where that's achieved too in Penn State. But I'm also really going to miss, the way Bergen does it too. Because, I think we do everything at an exceptional level.
Gotcha. Jersey kind of gets a little bit overshadowed by Pennsylvania in wrestling. Even the Governor Murphy, Jersey governor, said New Jersey's a basketball state, even though you guys produce a ton of talent. Any thoughts on the governor weighing in on this?
I don't really like New Jersey governors, to be honest. Chris Christie wasn't, not my favorite guy either. And then this guy, I did read about the basketball thing on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what to think about that stuff. Politicians will talk about anything.
Gotcha.
Anything they want.
I'm just trying to get you into beef with the governor. All right. Change of speed here. Can you weigh in a little bit on the Taylor ham and the pork roll thing?
Is my dad over there? Yeah, my dad's over there. He's a pork roll guy. I call it Taylor ham.
Do you really?
Yeah, I call it Taylor ham because I was born in central North Jersey.
Yeah.
So people from South Jersey, it's a pork roll. That's pork roll to them.
Yeah.
I don't know what the whole deal is. I think pork roll is supposed to be what it is, but Taylor ham is the brand or whatever.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's Taylor ham. It's Taylor ham.
Okay. Now, do you eat
I
that
was
junk?
just I was just raised calling it Taylor Ham.
Is your dad coming over here to video
No,
bomb
my
you?
mom was looking at me because my mom knows it's Taylor Ham too. No, it's not Porco.
Okay.
It's a division. Really a division. You can find out. You could definitely find out where someone's from, like in Jersey. If you like, what is it, Taylor Ham Porco? And if
Totally.
they say Porco, they're from South, and if they're from North to like Central to North, they're gonna say Taylor Ham.
Civil War. Even your house is divided.
Yeah, because I'm in Central, so he's half South. My mom's South too, but she's from Taylor Ham.
She adjusted.
She adjusted.
Yeah. All right. What are you a gamer? What do you do, like, in your downtime around the
Oh,
house?
I'm a gamer.
What do you do?
Game, game. I actually the last couple of days I've been doing some work on my car, making it look nice, making some upgrades. But when it comes to nighttime and when school's over and my day's over, we sit down in front of the TV upstairs and we grab the Xbox controller and we go on Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. Now,
Call of Duty.
this is several years ago. Mark Hall told me winning his first Fortnite battle was the equivalent of like winning a state championship emotionally.
So I remember mine too. Like
Yeah.
seriously, because that game was so popular at a point where you would be getting killed at like every time you like dropped, and it would get so frustrating. And like it got to the point where if you made it, like if you were in the top 10 or top 5, like for your first time, and you haven't had a win yet, you started shaking. Like your hands were definitely sweating. Absolutely. And your first win, you can't just not go crazy and scream and go insane.
Gotcha. What kind of car are you fixing up?
I drive an Audi.
No.
I have an Audi, a 2009 Audi A4.
Now, when things loosen up a little bit, are you taking that to state college?
Probably my sophomore year.
Sophomore
Yeah,
year.
sophomore.
So,
Because I think I hopefully have a place by then.
gotcha.
I'm definitely going to be doing my freshman year.
Gotcha. Is there a plan? Like, are you talking to the Penn State guys about when you'd possibly be going up there?
I don't know if you've ever talked to those guys, but they're real.
Yes, I have.
They're funny guys. They're jokesters, man, and they're definitely hard to read. So maybe I'll just get a text from one of them one day and be like, "Sup?" Like just keep saying "sup," and then like we won't talk for a couple of days, and then he'll just text me, what's the word? Just not like oh we're gonna have you come out today or tomorrow or we'll call this day. And
Yeah.
it's really casual and it's different and I don't know. I like that. Like I like when people are not so uptight, especially. I mean, we're in the middle of a pandemic and nobody like. If we're being realistic, nobody really has any answers about when the world is going to keep going on again.
Yeah.
Especially not colleges. Like colleges, some of them are shut down already for the fall semester. So I think they're kind of playing it by ear as is everyone else. Because originally I think I was supposed to be going out like June 28th. I don't think that's the case anymore.
Right.
But I think they're kind of just playing it by ear because we haven't really talked about any dates or anything because I mean I do know that the school that I was going to take classes this summer at Penn State. That was already moved to online. So I don't know if they're going to have anyone on campus for the summer.
Gotcha. Going back to your shoulder, can you tell us a little bit about what's going to happen with that?
Without giving away too much, there will be a surgery. I'm not going to say when or what the recovery time is, but I'm gonna definitely need surgery.
Okay.
I'm just finally looking forward to like this has been a injury that's been like extended for me. It's been extended because of this virus. I thought I was supposed to get surgery. As soon as the season ended, we had it scheduled for like the next week.
Yep.
And that week everything was getting a little shaky with the coronavirus, and here I am, 2 months later, still have surgery. And and this is making it like a 7, 8 month ordeal. Where I have a shoulder that's just it's just dying on me. I was wiping out my car the other day. I was just wiping something off,
Yeah.
and my shoulder was just like it was just like dying on me. I would wipe for like 2 minutes, and then I was like, ah, and then I would just switch and I'd go lefty. So I mean, just be able to get like my regular shoulder feeling good again.
Um,
Um,
so we don't know when things are going to open up. We don't know when it's going to happen. Penn State fans are probably dying to know. We're in a lockdown here. You got a surgery. What do you weigh right now?
Not too big. I was definitely big after state. I was pretty big.
Well, let's put a number on it. Like roughly, what was really big?
Big was probably like 45.
35?
45.
Oh, 45. Okay. All right.
I'm probably sitting around like 137 right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I started, once the season ended, I took a couple weeks off, got pretty big, and, then I got back on the treadmill and been doing the speed ladder, and my dad got a Peloton too, so I've been on that thing, which is really actually kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, it's brutal sometimes, actually.
Pretty
So
well
I'm just,
designed.
trying to stay in shape any way possible. If I hadn't torn my shoulder, I would absolutely be lifting, getting bigger. But right now, all the thing I can do some deadlifts and a couple squats, and that's just about it.
So is the goal to be at 25?
Absolutely.
All right.
I'm definitely too small for 35 or for 32, 33. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even when I stand next to Roman's got a big 33. I'm shorter than him.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's I'd say noticeably bigger than me.
Not counting the hair, right?
Not counting hair.
Okay. Speaking of Roman, did you ever tell him how important the his what he shared with you was going into states?
I think I did thank him. I don't know if he knows how actually important it was, but I definitely thanked him and told him that he played a big role in sending me that stuff for sure. I'm definitely I'd say I'm pretty close to Roman. He came to stay with me. He was once like an MMA fight in New York. He's from Arizona, and I live like 45 minutes away from New York. So he came and stayed with me for a couple of days, and we trained and just hung out. And I mean, he's cool. He's a really good dude. And I'm looking forward to learning a lot from him because every time we scrap, he obviously beats me, but I feel like I can do something, and he just knows more than I do in that position. So he's gonna get me every time.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to getting to learn from someone like that and getting to wrestle with someone like that every day.
Well, I think I'm gonna be able to interview him in about 2 or 3 weeks. I need some funny stuff about him that I can, loosen him up with. So I'll talk to you offline. You don't have to, unless you want to tell me now. Is there something funny about Roman?
I don't know.
No.
He's definitely interesting. He's driven and he's really driven. He's determined. Like this year was like, I can, you can see, when you're a wrestler, I don't know if fans can see it, but you can see when someone's different mentally. You can see it in their eyes, the way they wrestle, the way they move, just he was confident, cool, collected, just attacking all year. And I that's something I admire, and that's the mindset I want to have. So I mean, I wouldn't say he's so much funny, and I mean he definitely is funny, but I don't really have anything too interesting about him yet. I'm sure I will in the next couple of years.
Gotcha. Have you been talking to any other incoming freshmen or guys on the team?
I've talked to Mark Hall a couple of times.
Okay.
Aaron Brooks is my guy. I talked to him a couple of times too. And Bo, me and Bo talk sometimes. Definitely gonna talk more once we get over there, but I had a chance to really meet him for not the first time, but really talk to him for the first time at Amazon this past year. We both got to go to Iowa, and he's a great dude. And I'm sure we're gonna have a great couple of years together. Um, and he had a great career. He finished it really strong. And that's that's what we're gonna do for the next 4 years, 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. Hope so. Three-time World Cadet team member, multiple-time state champion. Do you have a favorite victory right now?
Um, yeah, it's definitely my like it's so cliche, but it's the 2018 semifinal match in the state tournament. That was just so it's such an emotionally charged match. I was so emotionally invested into the match, but I didn't let it affect me, and that's what I was really happy with myself. I was I really wanted to kill the kid and rip his head off, but I just picked my shots, wrestled really well, wrestled really smart, fast, and hard, and I finished the match, and that was the thing that I had to do was just finish the match.
Was that Menino? What was that? Who was that?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's just yeah. I mean, I for him to beat me in the finals of the freshman was not fun because first of all, I'm a 14-year-old kid who had dreams of being a 4-time state champion. That's just gutted from you in that moment. And there was there's controversy in overtime and all that stuff. I thought I had a takedown. Everyone in the whole arena thought I had a takedown, but the referee didn't see it that way. And I lost my head, and I made a bad mistake. I thought that I had actually scored the first point, so I would have got choice in the ultimate right out. I thought he did, so I escaped in the first right out, and I was like, okay, let me just win it right here. I'll just ride him out because I didn't want to have to do it in an ultimate tiebreaker. And he ended up getting me up between my he was between my legs and I was up, and I locked my hands around his waist. Got called for locking hands, and then he escaped, and I lost. I forgot 4-3.
Yeah.
And then going into the next year, there was trash talk and heat and build up and all that stuff, and it was basically me just saying, all right, time to go get what was taken from me.
The shrieking in the background is my 12-year-old. I think he just won a Fortnite battle. Anyway, that's it. He's still wrestling 25, I think, for Drexel right now, right?
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah.
Have you circled that? Oh, go ahead.
I don't really pay too much attention to him now.
Okay.
Everyone likes to keep our names together, and I kind of try to
separate
them apart. Because I realistically, and I don't want to sound cocky or anything, but I mean, he wrestled a really, really, really great match against me. It was a fun. He could not have done one thing better, I don't think, and he busted a lot of stuff that I had. But at the end of the day, I just feel like I'm a better wrestler than he is, and I feel like by tying my name to him, you're kind of putting me in a league that I'm not in. But
I wasn't tying your name to
it. Some people don't.
I wasn't trying to. I think you're a better wrestler too, but I was just wondering if you're thinking,
no,
maybe I'll see him in an open next year. Okay.
No.
Okay. All right. What else? I got 5. I got a bunch more time here. You had a bunch of adversity over the last year. What do you think has developed most inside of you as a wrestler and a person through all that adversity?
Just belief in myself that everything turn out the way it's supposed to. There was a lot of doubt this year. I mean, a lot of doubt. I was just in a really tough spot personally, and at the same time, my athletics were on hold. So, I mean, that leaves you a lot of time to think, man. Yeah. And it leaves you a lot of time to doubt, and it leaves you a lot of time to believe. And, whatever time or whatever you pick, you'll be right. So whatever, if I chose to doubt myself, I'll be right. I won't be able to do anything. If I chose to believe myself, I'll be right. I'll be able to do it. So I kind of just, it's so hard when everyone's getting this recognition and winning all this stuff, and you're just sitting back everyone's asking where you are, everyone's got questions about you, and you really can't say anything. Like I didn't want to give up anything about my status or what was hurt and
Yep.
all that stuff. But at the same time, like I want to be like I'm right here and I'm still fine and I'm gonna be back. Like just give me like a month. But you just can't come out and like say that. Um, so again, you're just sitting back and people are still asking questions and you're kind of just deflecting them and just waiting around. But at the same time, I was staying prepared. I was working out. My shoulder was shot, but I would get on the treadmill for 20, 25 minutes every day. And after that, with my coach, I would get on the treadmill for like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Then we would do a circuit, like a leg circuit, strength and motion, body. I was staying in shape. Because, I was eventually going to have to come back. I didn't know when my team would need me, but I knew they would need me at some point. And, I mean, that was the big thing. That was the thing that probably saved me, actually, was just staying in shape. Because, if I didn't have anything to do, I don't know what I would have done.
Gotcha. Are you still watching any wrestlers these days? High level wrestling?
Yes, absolutely. I was actually just watching a clip of Jordan Burroughs training at the Olympic Training Center. And I just remember how fun that place is, and I was like, man, I wish I could go back there because not only when you're wrestling there, are you wrestling the guy who's really good in front of you. Like we have match days, and the guy in front of you is obviously really good. But there's a bunch of really good coaches and a bunch of really good wrestlers that are there to watch too.
Right.
So you better be on your best that day, which makes me my best, and I really enjoy that. Like I really enjoy the pressure. I really enjoy being able to show people what I'm able to do, especially people who don't know me. Like some of these senior level wrestlers maybe not know who I am, but when they see that I'm able to do some of these things on the mat, to people who are older than me or even the same age as me, it's just. I like that. I like being able to show what I'm about and what I'm able to do.
Gotcha. You committed to Penn State last year. Did this year being committed take any pressure off of you, or put extra pressure on you, or neither?
I don't think it did either. I think this year I tried to make it about me. Everyone's gonna have these expectations. I'm committed to the number one school in the country. That's what comes with it. I mean, I didn't know. You don't know until you're in it. But I knew that was going to come with committing to Penn State. I knew that the expectations were going to be high, and I knew that I was going to have to meet them. But I tried to just focus on me. Because Coach Cal and Coach Cody, they don't really care about results per se. Like they care about what you're trying in your matches and your attitude toward the match, and as long as you're wrestling to your full potential and giving your full effort, I think they're pretty content. And when I do that, I think I'm pretty good. So this year, I didn't get to show it all year, but I knew I was going to get to show it. And I knew I just had to be patient. It was the last week of the wrestling season for me that I had to wait till to really show what I was capable of.
Yeah.
Just being patient.
Okay. Keep sending me stuff like, dude, you got to ask them this, you got to ask them that. The Penn State fans are going absolutely bonkers.
I love it. I love that they're like that. People always say that Iowa fans are really passionate. I think Penn State fans they share that passion too.
The Penn State fans are passionate. They weren't expected to be the number one team at NCAAs this year, but. All their run here, the 8 out of 9 championships or whatever it is it 8 out of 9 or 9 out of 10? Whatever.
Okay, 8 out of 9.
It's kind of made up for all the years of their best talent going to Iowa or other schools. Absolutely. And, they're looking forward to you being a 125-pounder kind of, and take that from being a hole and turning it into a real positive. You feel any extra pressure on that?
No. I think that it's just gonna be a nice change for them. Normally maybe they don't win at 25. But I'm looking to go out there, and every time I wrestle, I wanna. If I'm starting off duels, I wanna be hitting people. Like I want to be bonus points. I want to get people fired up. You know, that's what the first guy does. You know, and at Penn State, oftentimes it is 125.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I haven't been the first match in like a long time. I remember like I used to be like the 50 pounder for my elementary school team, and that was the first time I was like first. But I like being first. If you ask me like in the finals of anything, like if you know what the match order, where would I want to wrestle, I'm gonna say first every time.
Is that just because you want to get it over with, get out there and beat the crap out of them and get off the mat, or is there something else?
Um, that that reason, so I'm not like standing around like waiting around,
Yep.
but also because like I feel like that's when the crowd's paying attention to.
Yeah.
I feel like they're not an hour deep sitting into something and they're like this.
Yep.
You know, they just sat down and they're like, all right, let's watch some wrestling.
Gotcha. Anything else the Penn State fans can expect out of you when we open up from this coronavirus?
I
No.
don't know. I don't want to say anything.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what the deal is with you know a red shirt or if I'm gonna wrestle or anything. Um, you know, that's obviously up to Coach K and all that stuff. Um, but I mean, if you don't hear my name for a while, I'm okay. I'll be
Okay.
okay.
Is
Don't
that
worry about me.
is this
You'll see me when you see me.
is this tying back into surgery, or is this just because you don't know what's going on with the coaching staff in 25,
Uh,
or both, or you don't want to talk
I
about it?
think I think it's a little bit of both. I think that's just like you know I might have to take a redshirt year, and if
Yeah.
that's what's best for me, then you know I'll do it. And you know I you know in a redshirt year, you're not doing a whole lot special. I mean, you're gonna wrestle in a couple open tournaments, but you're not gonna you know compete for anything you know crazy. So um, you know if you don't hear my name for a while, then it's okay. I'm just grinding slowly and keeping my head down. Something I haven't been able to do for a while. Like really like get my head down and like not have people ask about where I am or what I'm doing or you know like what's my status or something like that. It's nice to be able to kind of just like the underdog, like being the underdog again, like just working without people, you know, asking you questions all the time and you know trying to figure out stuff all the time. I'm really looking forward to just being able to just put my nose in a wrestling mat and just grind.
Is there anybody that you really want to get a hold of in college, like get a feel for them, wrestle them?
Yeah, I don't want to say like in like offensive way. I just
Yeah.
like I really do want to wrestle Spencer Lee because there's something like he's definitely ridiculously strong. I want to feel like what the strongest guy feels like.
Right.
Like I want to feel like what like he's ridiculous. He goes out there and you know does whatever he wants to everyone and then just walks off the mat like nothing happened.
Right.
So I want to be able to feel like the power and you know the like the grip strength and you know what the best that 125 has to offer right now. You know because he's one of the best of all time. Like actually,
Yeah.
um, in my mind, he would have 100% won NCAAs this year. We'd probably be talking about a four-time NCAA champ next year. Um, but like that, I would definitely love to. I would really like to mix up with Spencer Lee. I mean, I don't know if it would be fun, but it would be an experience for sure.
Totally. Uh, Nick Siriano, he went to Bergen Catholic, right?
Yeah,
You guys wrestle at all historically?
I don't think I never really met Nick Sirianni.
Okay.
Um,
Are you lying to me or what? You're
no,
smiling. Okay.
I never really met him. Seriously, I don't think
Really?
I've ever. I mean, I've met him when he didn't know who I was, like in like sixth or seventh grade, like asking him a
Okay.
question at like a clinic or something.
Yep.
But as like Robert Howard, like the Bergen Catholic 120 or 125 or 126 pounder, no, I've never met Nick Sirianni.
Gotcha. Okay. Um,
And it's not for like he was back at Bergen this summer. You know, wrestling in the room. I just was wrestling somewhere else.
gotcha.
You know, it's like I don't know. It's actually like now that you mention it, it's actually really bizarre that I've never. It's like it's completely bizarre that I've never met him. But it's kind of how it is. I don't know.
Yeah. I got it. I got it. You know, Coach Cody's getting a little bit older. I know he's a little bigger, but you might get the age might get to him sooner or later.
Coach Cody's got moves. He's got moves. Let me tell you.
He does. I mean, he can train
Yeah,
anybody at any type of wrestling. The guy is insane.
yeah. I really like his coaching style, and I figured that out when we were actually at the Olympic. I had committed to Penn State a couple months earlier, um, and I think it was this past summer. We were working out at the Olympic Training Center and kind of just flowing and feeling, and just like just going over certain positions. And I really liked the way he did stuff and the way he pointed out stuff, and I'm really excited to work with him over the next couple of years for sure.
Gotcha. Uh, Anything else for Robert Howard fans, Bergen Catholic fans, New Jersey wrestling fans, Penn State wrestling fans, fans of hair?
The hair is probably going to have to get cut
Really?
when Coach Cal sees it, because he I don't know, he's been verbally, I don't know, he verbally has expressed that he doesn't like my long hair.
Well, I mean, look at his hair. I mean, lack of. I mean,
I don't know. I don't think he likes that. Like every time I'm wrestling, I'm like flicking out of my hair, not my face. I don't know. We'll see. Um, for New Jersey wrestling, uh, yeah, I think we're doing. I think New Jersey wrestling as a whole is doing really well. Actually, I think that our numbers for sure showed it at NCAAs last year. Um, and if you look at a bunch of weight classes and in the high school rankings, there's New Jersey kids all over them, in the top five, in the top 10, couple number one in the countries. Like there's New Jersey kids everywhere, and I was excited to be a part of this, and excited to be a part of this generation of New Jersey wrestling. Um, and I'm really grateful that I got to start here, because it's not like I started, not a shot at Pennsylvania or New York or anyone, but there's one state champion in New Jersey. Like, you're the man. There's one man in New Jersey at your weight class. Um, and that's always been important to me. Like, I'm not sharing a state title with someone else.
right?
No way.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy I got to compete. Um, for 4 state titles. Um, and I'm excited about the future for New Jersey wrestling for sure. But I'm also really excited, to jump across the state line and get some knowledge from these PA guys over here.
That,
And Coach Kel's not even a PA guy though.
he's not a Utah guy.
He's from Utah.
Right? Have you taken any heat this year about your choice?
Not really this year. Last year, definitely.
Yeah.
People get so upset for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, there is very, very nice people, and people who, wish me the best, and, wish you would have gone here, but I wish you the best. And that's really nice. But some people are really not happy. The people don't take stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think it's so serious. I don't understand. But, I mean, I don't think I would have. I think I really did make the right choice. I think I took a lot of important variables into consideration, and Penn State met them, almost perfectly.
Gotcha.
So I really couldn't have asked for a better place to go. And not only that, just the opportunity to go there. Like, the opportunity to go to one of the best schools in the country it's a blessing. Like, not many people get the opportunity. And my dad, I remember asking my dad where Anthony National was going to high school or to college when he was like a junior or senior. And my dad just responded, wherever he wants to go, he's able to go. And I was like, really, like wherever? He was like, wherever. And I never figured out the phrase, like, wherever you want to go to school, you can get to go. Like, wherever. So, I mean, that was a big thing. I really wanted to create that, wherever I wanted to go, I could really go. And I'm really thankful that they gave me the opportunity to go there.
That's it. Anything else?
No.
Okay.
Just look for. I'll be hiding. I'm gonna try to hide a little bit. Hopefully we'll get this surgery, get some rehab, and hopefully get back on the mat pretty soon. But I'm just really looking forward to getting my body back to where it can be and where it should be, and then I feel like I really get a fresh start in college, and I'm really really excited for that.